Hello, beautiful people, wherever you're joining me from. I welcome you to my book review channel, Chapters and Chats. I am Bimbo, and yes, today I bring you an interesting book. Like I always say, that there are wisdom cooked, and hidden in the pages of books that we, sometimes do not get the opportunity or the chance or the time to read. And so I have taken the time to do the reading for you. And I've come to share, some of the wisdom that I have gleaned from this particular book that I have for you today. And yes, this book that I'm reviewing today was gifted to me by someone really dear and someone special. So go find yourself someone special and someone dear to your heart. So you can have amazing books you can glean wisdom from. All right, so yeah, today we'll be diving straight into something lost and something gained. Yes. And this book is written by Hillary Clinton, the former First Lady of the United States of America. Yes, she has written a book. And now, this particular book is a reflection of life, it's a reflection of love, and it's a reflection of liberty. Like I always say, there are a lot of wisdom hidden in pages of books. If you don't open them, you will know what's there for you. Okay, so what is it about this book written by Hillary Clinton? Something lost and something gained. Okay, so I'll tell you why you should pick this book. I'll tell you why, you know. So this particular book, right, Hillary offers her candid views of life, of love, politics, liberty, democracy, the threats that she faced, and the threats that we face also, and the future that is within our reach. So this book is a book on reflections. I know that we all know, or we have experienced Hillary in one way or the other. But in this particular book, Hillary describes the strength that she drew from her deepest friendships, from her faith, and nearly 50 years that she had been married to the former US President Bill Clinton. And then all the wisdom that comes from looking back on a full life with fresh eyes. A lot of times, truly, when we look back at the life that we have experienced, some of us look back in regret, some of us feel pain, loss, we feel discouraged, we feel hurt by the experience that we've had. Maybe not so good experience, yeah, but we do look at it in that way. But I love the fact that she looked back on her life, and guess what she did? She was drawing out and pulling out all the wisdom. My favorite part of this book was where she wrote about how she was looking back at her life, her full life, the full life that she had lived, with fresh eyes. So that gave me like an awestruck moment. I was awestruck when I read that particular line in this book where she's writing that she was looking back at her full life with fresh eyes. How many times have we looked back on our life, the life that we have lived, the experiences that we have been through with fresh eyes? And the thing about looking at something with fresh eyes is that now you're able to see the wisdom, draw out the wisdom, see the lessons, pick them up, and see how you can improve on the life that is ahead of you, the life that is within your reach. And also, I loved the story about, when she was nominated to be the first president of the United States. I must say that I salute her courage. You know, it is one thing to dream about something, it is one thing to also make efforts to achieving those dreams. It is one thing to be bold enough to face your fears about your dreams. So most times we have dreams, this big dream, but our fear cripples us because half the time we are analyzing everything that could go wrong in trying to achieve those dreams. You know, half the time we're worried about what not and what if, all the what ifs we are considering. But I am here to tell you that your dreams are valid and that you should pursue them. Have the courage. Now I've gained some courage I've drawn from Hillary Clinton's courage, in pursuing her dream to pursue mine. And I hope that, this encourages you to dust up where you've written your dreams, where you've abandoned them, where you've forgotten about them. Dust them up, pick them up and face your fears. Move, do something about your dream. Don't just let it go to waste. You don't know the possibilities, that could come out of you pursuing that dream. All right, so as I conclude the book review for today, I'll leave you with the words of Hillary Clinton. So this is an extract from the book and what she has written, and she says, "Personally and professionally, I have come through so many highs and lows. Times when I felt on top of the world and others when I was in a deep dark hole. After all these years, I really have looked at life and love from both sides now. The firestorms of national politics can as easily destroy a marriage as forge an indestructible bond. Well, Bill and I are still here, living, laughing, loving, and pursuing our life's work together." So you see, all that she's been through hasn't broken her. Rather it has made her and pushed her to do more and make the most out of all that she has experienced. So she's now back to college as a college professor, teaching. And I have gleaned a lot from this book. I think I've taken some of her courage to dare to do things, It was really daring for her to come out, to try, make efforts to becoming the first female president of the United States of America. I think that's courageous. I hope that you go and find this book and read more about the life of Hillary Clinton, glean from her wisdom as she reflects on life, on love and democracy, politics, and family life, children, friends. And yes, one more thing that she said is that she drew strength, a lot of strength from friendship and her faith. So you see the reason why you shouldn't do life alone. Don't do life alone. Find yourself solid friendships. They help you navigate life more easily. All right, until I come back in the next episode with another blockbuster, with another great book that we can both glean wisdom from. All right, enjoy the rest of your week and make sure that you do something daring this week. Pursue your dreams. Remember that. Bye.